Alright, so this is a video for Passacaille by Robert Devisa, and what we have here is a video that we're going to walk through pretty much measure by measure, unless it's repeated, and we'll just kind of talk about rhythm, we'll talk about fingerings and things like that, and don't forget we have one F sharp, right? So we're also in 3-2. So 3-2, what I want you to think of it as is 3-4. So just 1, 2, 3. All right, that means that your quarter notes are going to be eighth notes, and your eighth notes are going to be 16th notes. So check out that first measure. What we have is 1 and 2 and. All right, so we're actually coming in on 2 because there's not a first beat. You just have 2 and 3 and. So 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2. All right. Notice how you only have 2 beats on the last measure too. Kind of crazy, but hey, it's a composer. All right, so let's play that first line so that you can get an idea. And I'll just play 1, 2, 3. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. You do have a bar in the third measure, so you're just going to bar that over 2, all right? And you're going to play that chord. Ah, whoa, hold on. All right, no big deal. You go to the C chord, and then the suspension with another bar. Out the measure with that nice E minor chord. All right, now coming on to the second line, you start here on the B and then you're going to drop it down to the A. All right, and it says to just bring it down. Let's talk about that because it got a little bit funky at the end. All right, so nothing crazy. You're just gonna come in. All right, nothing crazy. All right, so we're at the third measure. It says use 3 and 4. All right, so watch out for that. Real slowly. Let's play that third measure of the second line. All right, drop this down to the G. Drop your fourth, come down with the 1 and the 2. All right, and that will get you ready to come here with a bar on the second to last measure. All right, so you have an F sharp, an A sharp. Oh, I missed an A sharp. So that's an F sharp major chord, nothing crazy. All right, or actually, wait, hold on a second. We have F sharp, A sharp, C natural, and F sharp. Not really sure about that, because that would be this chord, and the fingerings really don't lead to that. So I'm going to say that that's a misprint there, just because it would be quite impossible to play unless you did something like this, which I don't think they want that chord. Alright, so you got an F sharp major. Now drop your little pinky to the E. All right, now drop that down, or keep that there, and then while you play this B here, all right, drop down to your lower B. All right, nothing too crazy, just a little misprint. It happens all the time, no big deal. Let's play those 2 measures real slow. Actually, last 3 measures of the first page, so you have... Deal. All right, now I think there's a repeat on the second page. Let's check it out. as I was previewing this piece, what I was noticing was that the second line of the second page is pretty tough. So let's talk about that, right? You're coming down here to the 7th fret, and you're just going to play your E right here on your 3rd string, your G right here on your 2nd string, and your B up here, right? Now, that's a half note, so that's count 1, right? All right, now from here, you're coming down to a D sharp, but you're going to hold on to this B. So you have 1, 2, 3, and. All right, so you have that B, the upper B on the and. So 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry. So you're going to just bar that over to the 7th. So what you have? 3. All right, so you're going to bar that first three notes. All right, now you're going to drop that down to. All right, so there's this C sharp, E, and coming to with the B, coming down to the A, and then you're going to come back around to that C natural and then hit the A. So that's the second measure. So what you have is, for the second measure, 1, 2, and 3, and. All right, don't forget to come back down to C natural instead of C sharp. So just like this, 1, 1, 2, and 3, and. All right, one more time, 1, 2, and 3. All right, now you're going to land on this right here and come back down. All right, and what you're going to do is you're going to play your B, your D sharp, and your A. All right. All right, so let's count that. That third measure is the hardest measure. So what you have is 1, 2, and 3, and you have that 16th note, which is marked as an 8th note because we're in 3/2. Think of it as a 16th. All right, so you have beat 1 with this chord. All right, now beat 2 is going to be with this chord. All right, now the and of beat 2. Let's see here. 1, 2. I'm sorry, the 3. The downbeat of 3 is right here, and then we're going to play that D sharp, and those are going to come at the end. So your rhythm is 1, 2, 3, theta. All right, so 1, 2, 3, theta. So check this out. You're going to see here. All right, and you're going to actually play a D sharp. That was my bad. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so all I did was move very, very slightly. All right, then you're going to land on this chord, which is A sharp, C sharp, and F sharp. And then you have an upbeat, or I'm sorry, another 16th. Really funky. Let's play it really, really slow. All right, here we go. So let's do those last 2 measures because the first 2 are really, really easy. So what you have is you have 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's do it real slow. I'm going to try and count it. So 1, 2, 3. Theta, 1, 2, 3, and impossible to count and play at the same time. But you can rewind this a couple times and get it. 2. All right. That's the hardest line of the entire piece. Everything is pretty natural and easy after that, right? Now, we go back to this idea. You play this, right? All right, now, 4th line down, not hard, but just different than what you played. It seems like you have a new idea, and then you come back to an old idea, and then you have a new idea, you come back to an old idea. So here's a new idea. Alright, so already you know it's different because you have 2 beats instead of 3 in that measure, right? Alright, now you're going to land on this first fret here, and you can play funky chord, E flat, C, natural, and F. Alright, so those first 2 measures sound like this. Alright, then you come down here. Alright, so that third measure, let's check it out. So you have beat 1, and then you have 2, and let's see here. Okay, so it's 1, 2, da 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 dum. Alright, so let's talk about that. You have the C sharp, you have an open B, and you have an E, right? And then you have this. G sharp? Nope, G natural. So check this out real slow. 1, 2, ta, te. Ooh, funky, right? Okay. Alright, yeah. Let's talk about it. So you have the C sharp, I have no idea what's going on next door. But C sharp, B, and the E, right? And then come down to the A sharp, and then the C. So and then you come up to the F sharp, and the G. So coming down to the A sharp, and then the C, and then up to the F and the G. Alright, so let's play that 1. Ah, my gosh, this is crazy. My mind is just completely gone with all that. That's it. So and then you land here on the C, A, E. Alright, and then this little suspension. Alright, so let's just play that whole line real slow, right? This is getting long. Okay, so from the beginning there. Nothing crazy. Sorry, my mind is just completely gone with everything. You go back, you play the exact same thing that you played 5 or 6 times before, and then on the second to last line that you have down, you have. Alright, so this is a nice little line. So you have open E, going to the F sharp, G with the E, and then A with the F sharp, and then come up one more, you have the B and the G. Alright? Then you come up down with the same idea. So B and D, C sharp and E, D and F sharp, alright, and then E and G. And then you're gonna land here on the F sharp and the A, open G, and then you can land with that. So C and A, it's A and C sharp, B and D sharp, and then C and E. Alright, let's play that whole thing really slow. as bad as it sounded, right? Alright, so then you come back, you play this again. All the way out. Sorry for all the interruptions with clarinet players, but hopefully we can get through this. We can focus it in on class time, and I hope this video helped. All right, see you.